everything's good. So just in case anyone joins us.
Right. Well, Mike, I think that's an excellent idea.
No, I put it out to. I share this round about 12 storytelling sites every day. So it's not like people don't know about it in this country. I also put, that's one of the reasons I put it's being streamed on Facebook, because people get very shy about that. And I can't be asking for permissions. It's too complicated.
Right.
So, but besides that, in some countries we deal with no one wants to sign anything because it's dangerous.
Yeah.
So,
the internet is just a little too open. Yeah.
Yeah. Well. Okay. Well, we'll give it 10 minutes. So, how's life in the provinces then, Norman?
Well, I gave you one of the sadder notes, but
no, it's going to be something good.
I was just about to say that's the only one I want to. We're having okay. This is politics again, but I'm supporting a very good candidate for mayor of our city of Toronto. And many years ago, I first connected with Olivia Chow and her husband Jack Layton when I was asked to tell stories for a fundraiser for the food bank. So I was asked to compose a story, and I can give you the thumbnail of it. Once there was a country which was having hard times, and they remembered an old legend, the Bowl of Plenty, that said that you could reach into it to get whatever you needed, but people had come to the bowl one day and tried to pull it from each other and broke it into hundreds and hundreds of pieces, and the pieces were scattered. So they resolved, let's bring back the Bowl of Plenty. So they went out, and all of the different travelers came back, each with a piece of the true bowl, but each one was a different color, a different shape, and none of them fitted each other. So an old woman took them, and after a year and a day, she came back with a beautiful mosaic bowl made from the pieces of these bowls. And there's pictures of people playing, animals, birds flying in the sky. And the king looked into the bowl and he says, "It's beautiful, it's gorgeous, it's amazing, it's empty. How do we get something out of it?" And the old woman said, "You get something out of it by putting something in."
Nice one. Very Norman Perrin, but that's a compliment. That's lovely. So what's going on in the borough of Reading then?
Well, we've had community festival over the weekend, which was very good. Our grandchildren came to stay with us. One of them went home with a cold. Matt's now got a cold, which we think probably...
Don't give it to us.
Yeah, no. I think it's okay over the internet. I don't think there's quite that same... Although things go viral, so I'm not so sure. Maybe it would
I'm not convinced.
That's a rhinovirus.
I think there's little tubes connect us all.
Maybe.
I think there's little men run around and that they run down tiny tightropes internationally and swim very fast across oceans.
Isn't that the internet?
Yeah,
the imps are doing the running.
The internet, and so they particularly like picking up a cold, sort of minor ailments, and spreading them around because they enjoy a little inconvenience.
Imps.
Imps.
Yeah, internet imps.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Where in the world are you, John, at the moment?
Pardon? I'm back. I've been a bit international this last week. I did a museum in Bistrița in Romania on Wednesday. Flew back on Thursday. Did the opening of the East Anglian Storytelling Festival Friday, which we broadcast, and then a wonderful little festival called Weird and Wonderful Wood, which is full of craftsmen and music and storytellers, etc. So that was quite a nice weekend. And now I'm doing my week stuff, and now I'm next Saturday I'm down in a wood in Somerset telling stories for the person whose son started the whole rewilding movement in this country, who reintroduced and I can't remember his name, but he was on the Attenborough thing, who reintroduced purple emperors to the country, and is now reintroducing storks, which haven't lived here since the Middle Ages. So
storks.
No,
I thought I was just want to make sure I heard right. That's an amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, because they come quite close, don't they? They've got them in Holland and places. Yeah. So it's only that little bit of water.
Yeah. And I mean, in Romania, if there's a stork builds a nest, I mean, they're huge, the nests.
Yeah.
And on your telegraph pole it brings luck to the village if there's a stork's nest in the village. The one that's used that year.
Did you see the nest in Marrakesh?
What's that?
There was a stork nest in Marrakesh. They were nesting when the festival was on.
Oh. So what's the news from Marrakesh, Waleed? It'll come up in chat. How did Saturday go? We had a live storytelling in the cafe on Saturday.
Oh.
Quiet.
You may have stepped away from the control.
So quiet. No, Marrakesh is so quiet.
Yes.
Everything's so quiet. I ran a workshop no one came last Tuesday, and I ran a workshop afterwards for adults. No one came to that either. It's that time of year.
Yeah. Well, piece of news I did forget for how. Anyways, 2 days ago ended the Festival of Storytelling here in Toronto.
Right.
Run by new people, Michelle Urbano and Paul Aflalo. These are people. Paul is a spoken word artist, and Michelle is a marketing artist.
Excellent.
So they're taking the festival in a completely new direction.
Well, directions have to change festivals, or else they stagnate.
Well, yeah, this one has done that years and years ago. I've been part of the festival for 40 odd years, and they're not doing exactly the way I would do it, but then that's the point, isn't it?
No.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see what happens.
I'm going to give it. Where are we?
It should be just about finished 10 minutes.
Yeah. Can't see anyone trying to join us. Sometimes Nigeria comes in at past, but I don't think anyone's joining today. So it's been lovely chatting to you both. Well, thank you for providing a platform for us to chat. I wish everyone, all the young people around the world who are doing examinations and other important things concerning their futures, luck. And thank you too for joining us and potentially supporting our young tellers.
absolutely. We were here for them. They weren't here for us. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Say about Friday and Sunday?
Like I say, it's I mean, for us storytellers going to schools, there's never any schools to go into at this time of year because they're doing important things.
Well,
okay. Yeah. Thank you, Elaine.
Measuring the pig, not feeding it. Yeah.
I'm calling it.
Okay, then. I'll see you and see you before then, inshallah, all of you, and in September. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.